Hi friends! I am so excited for this video today because it's finally June, which means summer reading is upon us. I am just so excited because there are so many fantasy and sci-fi books and series that I'm hoping to really dive into this summer. So I'm going to share with you all the series that I plan to start and hopefully finish this summer. I'm not doing any of my standalone books that I want to read this summer. This is solely just the series that I plan on tackling. So throughout the summer, I'm not just going to solely be reading these series, but I will be sprinkling in some standalone books throughout as well. But these are the series that I am very excited about. Make sure to let me know if you've read any of the series that I mentioned today. I would love to know your thoughts on them. I know a lot of you are probably big fans of these authors in these series already, so I'm so excited to finally dive into them. To start things off, The Lord of the Rings needs no explanation. I read The Fellowship of the Ring recently, and I just need to finish out the last two books, The Two Towers and Return of the King, and then I'll be done with The Lord of the Rings, which is so fun. I'm probably gonna do those ones on audio so I can physically read some of the other books that I have. Since I already know the story, I don't really feel like I need to fully immerse in the text. I can listen to it on audio and feel like I know what's going on. Because sometimes with audio, I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of world building details. So I don't love to listen to fantasy books on audio unless I'm doing an immersion read where I'm listening and reading with my eyes. There's just so many details and so many people that I just feel like I will not comprehend it because my mind will be all over the place if I just listen to it on audio, but that won't be a problem for Lord of the Rings. So I'll probably get those done in June and I'm so excited. The next series that I'm hoping to start is the First Law Trilogy by Joe Abercrombie. We recently went to an event with Joe Abercrombie for his launch of his new book, The Devils, which I have right here, which is also on my reading list, but it's not, I guess it is part of a series, so maybe I can do this as a bonus inclusion. I will be reading this soon, but really my priority is reading the First Law Trilogy. I have the blade itself here. I've already started it. I'm loving it so far. I just need to finish this and the other two books. I would love to share with you what this series is about. However, from what I've heard, it's kind of like all vibes, no plot, and it's very character driven. So I'm just getting into it and I'm really enjoying it. So I think I'm gonna like it, but I will let you know my thoughts on this series once I complete it. I have not read enough sci-fi this year, and sci-fi is genuinely one of my favorite genres to read. I love it so much and I haven't read enough of it. And so I have heard such amazing things about Pierce Brown's Red Rising series. So that is also a high priority for the summer and also for June, and I might do a reading vlog of reading that series for the first time. So let me know if you want to see that. But in Red Rising, you're following a character named Darrow, who is a caste system. They live on Mars, and he has discovered that his entire society is a lie. He and the other Reds are being exploited by this superior gold caste who have basically already terraformed Mars and are living a life of luxury. And the Reds are laboring in the mines with kind of hopes and dreams of a better future. And so I just know this series gets absolutely insane. I can't wait to dive into it. It sounds incredible. Once I'm finished kind of the books that I'm currently pending at the moment, I'm starting that one immediately because I'm so excited to get to it. It's going to be incredible. Another series that I'm so excited about is iconic. Again, needs no explanation, but A Song of Ice and Fire. I have been wanting to read this series for so long. Even though the series is unfinished, I don't care. I'm obsessed with the shows. I just know I'm going to love the book. There's so much in the books that were not in the shows. To get those additional characters and additional world building is going to be phenomenal. Top priority. And the fact that it isn't finished honestly doesn't bother me because I hate when things end, especially books and books and shows especially. I just grow so attached to the characters in the world that when it ends, it feels like I take it very personally. So the fact that it's not complete, honestly, I don't hate that. If it gets complete, that's amazing. If not, I think I'm still gonna have a really good time with the series. It's one of the most pivotal and iconic fantasy series there is, so I need to read it. You guys are gonna laugh at me because I still haven't finished this, and it's been on my TBR for 2 months now, but I still haven't finished it. But it is Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn. I read the first two books and I just need to read the last book, The Hero of Ages. And again, I hate when things end, so I hate finishing series that I've started, but I need to get to this, and this will be finished by the end of summer, and it might be finished by the end of June. Who knows? Stay tuned to my June reading wrap up, and we'll see if I actually got to it. I'm just going to read the description of Mistborn because me trying to sum it up in a cutesy bow is It's impossible. What if the whole world was a dead and blasted wasteland? Mistborn. For 1,000 years, ash fell and no flowers bloomed. For 1,000 years, the Ska slaved in misery and lived in fear. For 1,000 years, the Lord Ruler, the sliver of infinity, reigned with absolute power and ultimate terror, divinely invincible. Then, when hope was so long lost and not even its memory remained, a terribly scarred, heartbroken half-Ska rediscovered in the depths of Lord Ruler's most hellish prison, Kelsier snapped and found in himself the powers of a Mistborn. A brilliant thief, a natural leader, he turned his talents to the ultimate caper with the Lord Ruler himself as the mark. Kelsier recruited the underworld's elite, the smartest and the most trustworthy Avamancers, each of whom share one of his many powers, and all of whom relish a high-stakes challenge. Then Kelsier reveals his ultimate dream, not just the greatest heist in history, but the downfall of the divine despot. But even with the best criminal crew ever assembled, Kel's plan looks more like the ultimate long shot until luck brings in a ragged girl named Vin into his life. Like him, she's a half-Ska orphan, but she's lived a much harsher life. Vin has learned to expect betrayal from everyone she meets. She will have to learn to trust if Kel is the one to help her master her powers of which she has never dreamed. The series is so phenomenal and it just is incredible. I'm so excited to finish it out and see how everything ends up. Truly a phenomenal series that I've just loved reading, but I'm just like not ready. I'm just not ready for this. Another series that I'm almost through, I just have one more book left, is the Wayward Pines series. The last book is called The Last Town and it's less than 300 pages, so I genuinely don't know why I haven't finished it yet. Again, it's me just not wanting to finish things that I love. This series is phenomenal. So you start off following an FBI agent named Ethan who is tasked with going to the town of Wayward Pines to find his fellow agents who have gone missing in this town. And once he gets there, he can't leave and things are not as they seem. And that's all I'm gonna say, but it's definitely like a thriller. There's definitely some sci-fi elements in this. The series just gets so crazy. I can't wait to finish it, so I'm probably gonna finish that soon as well. Blake Crouch has done no wrong in my eyes. He is one of my favorite autobi authors. Every book that he has written, I have loved, so check out Wayward Pines. They also turned it into a series. I've heard mixed things and I don't know if they've actually finished it or if it got canceled, so I'm like 50-50. If you've seen the Wayward Pines series and also read the book, is it worth watching? Let me know. And then lastly, the biggest fantasy series that I'm so excited to start, but again, it's like in such an iconic tier of books that people just love and I'm so excited to get to, is the Farseer Trilogy by Rob and Hobb. There are so many books in the realm of the Elderlings. I believe there's 16 books in total, so me trying to finish all of those this year is probably going to be a bit unrealistic. If I can get through the Farseer Trilogy this summer, I will be very happy. The Farseer Trilogy are basically following this boy who is the bastard son who gets trained to be an assassin. And then you're sort of following his life from boyhood up until he's older and all of it. And that's all I know. And that's all I need to know, to be honest. So it sounds amazing. I've heard nothing but incredible things. So I'm very excited to read that one as well. So I've got a lot of reading ahead of me this summer. I have a big life update coming very soon. It's probably gonna be my next video. So hopefully that will make my reading journey a little bit easier this summer because I'm gonna have nothing but time, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you've read any of these series, which ones are your favorites, which ones did you not like? Would love to know all of your thoughts, and also let me know what you're reading this summer, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.